Yo guys, Matthew here. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about why your mind is the most important thing for your business. And basically, this video is really important to watch for you so you understand all of the fundamentals for all of my next videos. This will help you understand all of the videos I'm gonna post next, all of the videos I posted about mindset, etc.
Guys, so this is a loom about why is your mind like the most important thing in the business. So I'm gonna explain everything and how you should start taking care of your mindset. The first question that you should ask yourself, or I'm gonna ask yourself, if do you make money because you tap to your keyboard or because of what you have in your brain? So this is the first thing you have to realize. Of course, because of what you have in your brain. So that's the answer, not because of what you tap, like how long you tap to your keyboard. So everyone can tap to the keyboard. Accountants tap to the keyboard. They make what, like $5 an hour? Like, I don't know, like in Slovakia, they make like $5 an hour or 10, I don't know. I'm not an accountant. Okay, but for example, I pay my accountant like 200, $300 a month, which is like for 3 companies, which is, bro, that's literally, yeah, they can have more clients, but it's still low amount. And this accountant is like having employees. So yeah, like they're making, like in Slovakia, what I know, they're making like 1.5K a month. So that's not something you want. So you don't care about tapping to the keyboard. You care about the brain, because the brain, like look at, for example, Elon Musk. He doesn't make money from, like, of course he works a lot, but if you take in comparison the amount of hours he's working versus the amount of hours like the worker in Dubai is working, is probably like the same amount, like 16 hours a day. Like, he's working a lot, like he's like trying to get people on Mars, right? But you get my point. Like the Indian worker in Dubai, I have nothing against Indians. Like they are usually Indian or Pakistani. So usually like the worker on the construction site. So they're usually, they usually make about like I don't know, I don't even know, like 1K a month. It's cooked. It's like it's fucking cooked. Look at Elon Musk. He has what, like $28 billion a day or something like that. 500 billion net worth or something like that. So just look at the comparison. It's only about the brain. Only about the brain. Okay, like there can be some, like maybe the worker in Dubai didn't have a good position. Like he had maybe way worse position. Okay, than Elon Musk at the start. Of course, Elon Musk, like, I don't know if he was rich or not, but let's say he wasn't. But it doesn't matter. What matters is like the point. I hope everyone gets the point. So yeah, but yeah, let's get into it. Imagine you're working in a warehouse. Okay, you're working in a warehouse and lifting the boxes is heavy. I don't know. Then you decide that you will go to the gym. You start going to the gym consistently, and then suddenly the lifting boxes in your job will be easier. You will lift more boxes faster, just be more effective overall. That's where you want to get with your brain. We want to be more effective, like do higher quality work. Like in this case, it's just higher volume, okay, but you can do higher quality work with more clarity and just with better brain. So, okay, this is just example of me. This is me 1 year ago. You can watch this video and you will be able to even see on me just speaking here on the camera. I am like way better person, just overall. I trained my brain. Okay, this picture, I don't know, I just took it these mornings for this loop, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I hope you get the point. You can even watch this video. You will see I was struggling to like talk in English. Okay, that's the one little thing, but you can actually just tell by me speaking that I am, like, my brain is actually way more aligned. Or how would I say it? So yeah, I hope everyone gets it. So no, you just need to train your brain. You need to also focus on this part. Okay, not only working. Okay, it will get you far. Of course, like the work is very important, but imagine that you do the same volume that you would do 8 hours working in 2 hours, because you have better brain. Then you can do it 4 times more, and then you can improve more and more and more and more because you know about it, you are aware. So yeah, it's very good to take care of your mindset. So I hope everyone understands it. Okay, so the first, the most, like, I would say, like, the most important thing for the start is to understand beliefs and your belief system, be aware of it. And so let's start. So what you subconsciously believe will become physical reality. Okay, this is like, do you believe it works? What do you believe works? So if you will believe this, it will work for you. And usually this is like the fastest way, because you can think the best, to be honest. Like, you can make the best decisions this way that I'm gonna teach. And yeah, okay, so you have 2 types of mind, 3, okay, but we'll get to it. There is a 3 types of mind, but we'll get to it. So just quickly, you have a conscious and subconscious mind. And the conscious mind example, it's possible to make money because other entrepreneurs like Elon Musk are making billions. So you believe this, so it's possible to make money. So this is like conscious mind. The subconscious mind is when you are like, say, like when you think about yourself that I am able to make 100K a month because I'm the person that can do it. This is just an examples of the brain. I'm gonna explain it here. Like, this is better example. So yeah, the conscious mind is like 5% of your brain, the end of everything. I'm right now consciously speaking. That's me consciously doing this. So it's just like the everything on outside that you can see here, like this iceberg. The 95% is the subconscious and the unconscious mind. Like, most of it is unconscious mind, okay, but we are not gonna get there yet because that's more advanced. I don't care about this yet, but I'm gonna explain what is it briefly just so we understand everything. Okay, but we are gonna get into these too because they are important. You can actually change these yourself, and this is just next level that we are going to look later. Okay, so let's start. Subconscious mind is just logic and decision making, short-term memory, willpower. Willpower is control impulses and stay focused on the goal. So you are like stay focused. You don't go from the path for something. Focus and awareness. Yeah. So awareness. I hope you know what it means. If you are acting dumb, you are actually aware that you are acting dumb. So that's pretty much awareness, simply explained. Awareness is very important. You have to be aware, that you are, for example, on a good path to your success. Your success can even be 9 to 5. If you want to do 9 to 5, it's totally respectable. If you actually want to do it, like yourself, not you're not programmed to do it, but if you actually want to do it, then okay, I fully respect it. But most of the people, they just want to make money. They just want to survive. That's why they are there. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, subconscious mind, habits, what you do on daily basis automatically, emotions, beliefs. Beliefs, yeah, this is the very important. We are going to talk about it today. And the conditioning, conditioning, I'm going to explain it in a second. Long-term memory storage, that's the subconscious mind. Conscious mind is also short-term memory storage. Okay, and so I'm gonna explain what's we'll get to it, but unconscious mind, adrenaline and stress. Okay, so just to compare these two, this is like even deeper in your brain. So this is adrenaline and stress, or if something is familiar, you feel safe. If you see your mom, like she's familiar, she's with you the whole life, she's in your unconscious mind with like very good person usually, so you feel safe, you feel good. If you come home or something, it's familiar, you feel safe. You understand me, I hope. Yeah, this is like familiarity. Then automatic decision making. Automatic decision making, I'm gonna explain. So when you meet someone for the first time, for example at work, party, or an event, anything, you instantly feel like if you like them, trust them out. So this is coming from your unconscious mind, like instantly. It's like with the adrenaline, stress is instant, and your unconscious mind makes an automatic decision in a fraction of a second, like instantly. And this is based on past experiences. For example, this person reminds me of someone, so you instantly think about him like that. Or like body language and tone. Like if they, I don't know, if they look angry, you're gonna be a little bit more acting like safer, or how would they call it, like aware, more like no, yeah, I hope you understand me. So then, emotional memories. This is if someone speaks like angry, someone speaks, for example, anxious, I don't know, anything like that. You will decide, not can, but you will immediately decide with your unconscious mind if you how do you feel about this person. Back here, because I didn't explain the conditioning. So in the subconscious mind, the conditioning, what is it actually? So conditioning is like coding your in the code in your brain. I'm gonna explain it real quick. So it means training the mind or body to respond in a certain way through repetition and association. That means your brain learns something about some certain situations, so that happened multiple times usually. So then it's more automatic. It's not like automatic, like as fast as this, as strong as this. So this is harder to change, and this is like a lot of times this comes from like your whole life, a lot of years. So this can come from like months to years, and this comes from like days, like literally. You can look at it like this also. To change your subconscious mind, it takes like weeks to months, and this takes usually longer, like a lot of months or even years. For example, to change your adrenaline and stress, it will be way harder, it will take way longer than to change your habits, for example. Okay, so in simple words, this is like when this happens, I do that. Like when I fart in the gym, I'm gonna be embarrassed. This is just a funny example I thought about because it actually happened today. Okay, I should stop. Yeah, these are the patterns, like the coding in your brain. Everyday examples. Here are more everyday examples, like you intend to stay calm in traffic, but someone cuts you off and you get angry, like subconsciously. That's subconscious conditioning. Logic would say that it's fine, getting angry won't help you. They cut you off. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna yell behind the fucking steering wheel or what? Doesn't make any sense. Conscious doesn't operate on logic. It's just automatic. And you can change it. You can reprogram it. Just takes some time and you have to know how to do it. So it operates on emotional programs and learn the actions, do the patterns. And here another example. You try to think, but subconsciously believe, you try to think, oh, here has to be rich. You try to think like I'm already the person making 100K a month, but subconsciously you are not there yet. You still have doubts. You still maybe this is an example. I don't know. Maybe you think something else. For example, money corrupts people. Maybe you think I'm not capable of I'm not gonna be able to run 100K a month company because I need to do this and that to be able to do it. And I don't know yet this and that. Just an example. Your behavior is quietly out with the success. You are just slowing yourself down with the subconscious mind, even if you don't want to. It's automatic. But the good thing is you can change it. That's the good thing. And once you change it, you become the machine. You become the fucking machine. So or maybe you think like money is hard to make, and it's subconsciously harder to make the tasks that you have to do in order to make money. So I hope it makes sense. For example, you will think that it's hard to make 10K a month. So it's harder to be able to like just do the like, for example, if you're doing e-commerce, it's will harder for you to film the videos. You will feel more resistance towards it because you feel like it's hard to make. If you just switch your mind that it's fucking easy, then you of course are gonna do it because you know it's easy. So why are you not doing it if it's fucking easy? If it's hard, then of course there's a reason why are you not like why you don't have to do it because it's hard. But if it's easy, there's literally no fucking reason. It's just fucking easy. You just have to switch your perspective and your mind. Oh, that's it. So yeah, here the subconscious reacts faster than a thought, literally within milliseconds because it's tied to your emotional and survival brain. So yeah, I hope everything makes sense here. Yeah, let's get to some more examples. So the functions of consciousness of the logic is this evaluates and reasons, but the conscious reasons, and this is slow. This is slow. Example is yeah, this to this, like to the where is it? To the traffic, or not to the traffic, but this is if an accident happen, you're gonna think, okay, no, not big deal. Accidents happen, but if something here subconscious is like protect, protection, and reaction, so this is like instant, and like if something is dangerous or like someone is something disrespectful, you're gonna be angry automatically, instantly. And unconscious is the survival. If this is tied to the survival, it's tied to your emotional and survival brain, but not as much as unconscious. Okay, for example, I just added this example here. I just had to think about something. You automatically feel nervous. Okay, this is your subconscious mind. If you automatically feel nervous before public speaking, this is like automatic. No, you can't control this. Usually, if you're not trained already, so you can train for it, of course. That's why I said you can change it. You can change it easily, pretty much. This is subconsciously replaying an old emotional memory, or just even be like this because others are like that, for example. Okay, then unconscious is if you jump back from a moving car before you even think. If a car is gonna run you over, and you jump back like, oh, you don't have time to think, you just do it. That's your instinct, that's your unconscious mind there, and it's faster than the subconscious mind. It's way faster. So yeah, that's, I hope everything makes sense. So because here this is faster than a thought, but it's like still isn't just, this is like automatic. No, this is like instant, but it's like programmed. So it's not, this is automatic like this for everyone. So if you're not like disabled or something, but this is different for everyone. Okay, then how does this apply to like business or to your identity that you want to change? Okay, so the conscious mind is like 5%, okay, of your brain, and the subconscious is like 10 to 15%, and the unconscious is like 80. So this is like the actually how your brain works, but don't focus on this. Just take these to 95%. This is like 5%. Okay, don't focus on, oh, subconscious, I'm not gonna take care of it because this is more important. No, bro, this is king, because you cannot access this without accessing this. You need to firstly access this, change this to be able to change your unconscious mind. Okay, so conscious mind, the function in the business, your plans, your goals, data analyzing, learning strategy, or stuff like that. Example of your thought is, I'm going to scale to 100k a month, and the reaction is, we need better systems. And that's, for example, impact on identity and results is somewhat real quick. So impact on identity is that you understand like what to do, but can't sustain it if like deeper beliefs don't match. If subconscious doesn't match with this, you really can't sustain it. You can't sustain the belief that you're gonna scale to 100 a month, for example, and that leads to overthinking and burnout. Then your subconscious mind. So this is function, habits, emotions, and how safe success feels. Because if it feels unsafe, you will subconsciously don't want it, and it will be way harder to achieve it because you will not want it subconsciously. So example, if I make more money, it will be harder to like sustain, manage the business and sustain making the money. So, like, you can get like fucked easier or something. If you're making money, you can get, I don't know, like all of these thoughts that you can have, like this can happen. Oh, maybe I hit 100k a month, then it will go to shit. Maybe this is even keeping you back, like hold you back. Like maybe you're afraid it will happen just once and you will not be able to sustain it. Just these examples, and then money equals pressure. And if you're like thinking under pressure and scaling business under pressure is okay, so it's in some way good, but at the same time you shouldn't think about money as the pressure, because money is actually like, you don't be attached to money. Okay, like I'm gonna explain this in the next loom, but yeah, impact on identity, that it creates emotional limitations, as I just explained, and you will unconsciously avoid growth. And the unconscious mind defines who you are and what feels normal. Okay, so for example, if your thought is like, I'm the kind of person who makes 100k a month, it doesn't feel normal that you are saying this. If I say this, to me it feels fucking bad. Not this feels bad because I'm way over it already. So this is gonna feel fucking fuck this. For you, maybe this feels normal. Maybe this feels same as for me. I don't know in which stage you are when you're in this, but yeah, if your reaction is like, this feels unrealistic, unfamiliar, or scary, then your self-image sets your ceiling. When identity upgrades, decisions, confidence, and results rise automatically. Your ceiling, let's say your ceiling is 50k a month, there it feels normal. So that's like I would say what is possible for you, and this is important. Okay, maybe sometimes you can't even tell if you don't know what's possible with which business model, and if you don't know how to calculate it correctly. But there is this problem with usually experience and the logic, because at the same time you don't want to think like, now let's say you made 10K a month, you don't want to start thinking like, I'm making 2 million a month, I'm the person that's making 2 million a month, because that's gonna fuck you up. Okay, because that's too much on you and it's just not gonna catch up. It's like too far. It's like you skipped 4 levels and you are gonna get just like you are gonna burn out from this. So you cannot skip levels. Okay, you cannot skip levels, or you're gonna burn out, or you're either gonna burn out or fuck something up, something in the business, or something is gonna slow you down a lot with something. So yeah, so just recapitulation: start thinking as 100K a month view, or whatever, like 20K a month view, 50K a month view, 500K a month view, on like whatever from what I just declined feels like it's possible for you in the current state. Before I went the first time to Dubai, for me was I knew I have a unique product. I knew a guy who made like 20K days with it, so I was like, and I had made the website, and he made like 150K, 170K a month with it, or 190K. So I was like, of course I can make 150K a month, and I did 550K. So that was like over the roof, and I fucked some things up. So yeah, like that can happen. I don't regret it because it gave me a lot of experience, but this is totally normal. And yeah, like just start thinking as the 100K a month view, 50K a month view. Like there's a point. Don't skip the steps. So I didn't skip the steps. I was the first time I was thinking like this, started thinking like this. I was thinking I can make 40K a month because I knew that's fucking like easy. A lot of people are doing it. A lot of people are doing this. A lot of people, loads of people. So I knew, okay, I'm making 40K a month. Even though back then, for like few weeks when I was thinking this, I didn't actually believe it. I'm gonna say it. But after like month of thinking like that, I changed the subconscious. And then when I went to Dubai, 2 weeks before I went to Dubai, I started thinking like, I'm making 150K a month. I know this guy, like I have a good product. I'm better than this guy who is making 20K days. I can do it. That's just an example. Yeah. So you have to get used to it. It has to be normal to you. Okay. Always think like it and be aware of it. Okay. Be aware. And not only money wise, okay, but everything, all of the habits that the 100K month view is doing, 50K month view is doing, just get as close as possible. And the reality will catch up. It will catch up or even go on over the roof. Visual is the 100K month view. What is he doing? How is he thinking? How is he acting? Even though you can't exactly know to the details, that's fine. That's fine. That's it for this loom. I hope this helped. See you in the next loom.